Alright guys, got Nick from Trainer Tips here, and I just checked this out. Oh sorry, I just checked this out yesterday. One of these Lugias I caught is so 96% with Extrasensory and Future Sight. So I want you to give it the first power up because I'm gonna max this. I'm gonna max it out tonight.
There it
51 CP.
This guy's gonna get big.
Yeah, I have like 200 rare candy, so I'm gonna max that thing out.
That's so lucky.
Yeah.
The one that I caught was like 82%. So I'll get some more. Got some stuff going on, but I'll get some more.
Alright, awesome. Thanks man. Alright guys, so that was really cool, finally meeting Trainer Tips in person and getting him to power up my best Lugia with the best moveset. I didn't really get a chance to walk around Chicago too much the last 2 days, so today I'm going to spend the day just walking around Chicago, sightseeing and stuff like that. And of course, we got to get some legendary raids. There's like Lugia over there, Articuno. What else we got? More Lugias, more Articunos. Oh my god, there's 2 Articunos right behind us. I kind of want more Lugias though, because as you can see, I caught quite a few Articunos on the way over here. So we got to catch some more Lugias to balance this out. So here's a Lugia that he powered up. Got 51 CP on just 1 power up. So I'm just gonna even this one out, just so that it's at not like a 0.5 level. So 51 CP again on that one. And you know what? Why don't we, every time we hit up a legendary raid, we're gonna power this thing up just a little bit more, and then by the end of the day, we're gonna see how high this thing can get. Alright, we're coming up on this Lugia raid here. I was just here yesterday and it was pretty busy, but it doesn't look like there's not as many people here as there was before, but still a couple. So hopefully will be enough to make, oh wait, okay, never mind, there's a lot of people over there. There they all are. Alright, so we're in here. It hasn't loaded yet how many people are actually here. There's a bunny over there. Alright, here we go. I was like setting the Pokemon as if I was about to battle Articuno, and then I remembered this is Lugia. So pretty much all Tyrantars from what I can see. Dragonite, couple Blissies. I should probably be dodging a bit because I don't want to be stuck with a dead Pokemon. Rolling it ends. Okay, dodge that one. Let's just keep dodging again. Dodge. Hit them with the Thunder. Attack a little bit, dodge, 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 dodge. Oh my god. Nice. Okay, 2056 is a perfect Lugia. 2016, damn. Air picture. I'm actually running out of pineapple berries because I've been using them on like every single Machop I found. Nice. 12 Lugia candy, Extrasensory Hydro Pump on that one. And you guys know what that means. Just beat the legendary, 13,275 XP, jeez. Just beat the legendary, so we're gonna go ahead and power up the good Lugia just a little bit more. Gonna get him out of the 3,000 Stardust range. Oh my god, 52 on the power up. I think Lugia's final CP is just a bit under Tyranitar, because I know a perfect Tyranitar from a raid is 2097. And a perfect Lugia is 2056, which means it's just a bit below. 2,357 CP. Alright, unfortunately I don't see any Lugias around, but there are like seven Articunos around, so it might be tough to find a Lugia. Alright, so there is still a Lugia down that way with a very short timer left. Let me grab my phone. 12 minutes left on that Lugia down there, and we got a little bit of walk. Gonna have to hustle a little bit to get there. So unfortunately I got hit with a little bit of a fail to log in issue. My game was lagging as soon as I got in the area because you saw how many people were there, and then once I tried to relaunch it, it just wouldn't open. I failed to log in, and even the first time I got in, when I finally got in, there was only a minute left, and I clicked the gym and I errored out. So looks like these Lugias are gonna be a little bit tougher to get. Not because they're difficult to beat, but because of how many people are trying to get them. Alright, we're in Chicago. We gotta do at least one raid at the Bean, right? I like that building over there. Reminds me of Watch Dogs. So we got 16 people in here, 3 Articuno raids around me right now. This one was the one that's gonna finish first, so I decided to come here first. My god, it's so hot over here. 17 people in now. Can we get the stone edge off before we die? Yeah, I think I got it. All right, going in with MC Baller next. 100% Golem, Rock Throw, Stone Edge. Got it in just over 100 seconds. All right, let's take a nice AR photo. Damn, no TMs. Where are you going? I'm gonna hit you up there. Frost Breath Blizzard. All right, so there's Articuno right there and another one right there. So I actually did pretty well, didn't lag too hard on that one, so maybe we'll be able to get these other ones. All right, I decided to skip the one over there because they were playing music over there. I didn't want to get copyright. So I came to this one, but this one's also pretty noisy. It's like a big water thingy over there. Wait, what? So I bought the bundle with 60 in raid passes last night, and I guess I used them all. So I ended up with 9 Articunos and 5 Lugias so far after using 16 passes. So the ones that I wasted weren't just because, weren't because like I lost the battle and I wasn't able to catch it. It was literally just because I couldn't get into the battle at all because of lag. So I think the best value for like the most raid passes per lowest amount of coins is actually this one. All right, here we go. 20 people. We're bringing the Lugia this time. Alright, it was a bit loud over there, so I decided to come somewhere where it's quieter. I think this is like some big theater thing. So something I just noticed after taking that Articuno, if you take a look at all the Articunos we got here, the one that we just got is actually the highest one. So it's 1668 CP, and I checked online, and the highest possible Articuno you can get is 1676. So 1668 is probably like 96 or 93 IV at least. So that's a pretty good Articuno there. And we got to max the Lugia after taking that raid boss, obviously. But I realized I forgot to do it at the Bean too. So that means we're going to have to bring this guy up 2 Stardust tiers. So 3,500 now. We're going to bring him all the way up to 4,500. And I'm lagging. Oh, there we go. All right, 51 CP. All right, that should make it 4,000 Stardust. 4 more until 4,500. Nope, still 4,000. 1 more, and we're probably gonna have to use rare candies before we keep them going. Hey, probably gonna have to get some more rare candies before we keep going, yeah. Or we'll just find more Lugias. And on that note, I'm gonna actually skip this Articuno raid right over there. Somebody just sent me a screenshot that all the way down to the other end of this huge row of parks. Oh wait, there's a Snorlax there. There's almost side by side, there's a Lugia and an Arcanine raid. So I really wanted to get an Arcanine from Chicago before I left. So I was just about to take the train, but then took a look at my game and I realized if we walk, we can get another Lugia as well. So yeah, gonna walk down this way, get that Lugia, gonna skip the Articuno actually, and then get another Lugia and then the Arcanine. All right, I'm kind of coming in mid-battle here, but it's kind of hard to find a place that's quiet, but also has some shade. So there's a whole group of people there across the street. The Lugia is right here at this building, and right over there, there's another Lugia. So I don't. If I really hurry, I might be able to get that Lugia, then the one that I'm actually headed to, and the Arcanine. From checking the time when the screenshot was sent to me, I think I only have like 45 minutes left in the Arcanine. So it may be a bit risky. Do we really prioritize an Arcanine over a legendary Pokemon? Alright, I'm gonna hope that I can catch this thing on the go. 1 fast TM, I need some charge TMs, man. I have like 20 fast TMs now. Alright, I think I'm taking up a parking spot. Gym control, we got +2 balls, it doesn't really matter. 100% catch rate, a lot of mystics over there. Go to bonus challenge. Alright, we're in. Circle's so huge, so easy to hit. Oh, okay, I say as I miss the ball. Whew. Alright, finally hit him using 2 hands. Oh my god. What? I wasn't freaking recording the special event egg hatches because I thought they were all crap, but I just hatched a Snorlax out of a 2K. Alright guys, check this out. The Lugia I'm headed to is right there. And then if you look in the distance, yeah, there's another Lugia right behind it. I mean, not right behind it, that was actually kind of far. But the Lugia I am going to is actually over there. Then the Arcanine is just behind that one. So, I think I'm gonna grab this Lugia right here. Oh, this is where I got my first Articuno last night. I'm gonna grab this Lugia right here, and then we're gonna head to the blue. Wait, that one has an hour left. Do I have time to do all of them? I'm pulling a bit of a Mystic 7 here and putting my camera up on a trash can. Whew. All right, we're not in with 2, we're in with 20. Can you guys see them? All the people over there, they're all in the shade. All right, look how high this dude is actually right now. He's right behind the golem that I almost maxed out. The Lugia, oh, I forgot to name him. All right, oh shoot, I forgot to max him over there too. I keep forgetting to freaking power this guy up. What else do I bring? Dragonite, oh, that's a Gyarados. All right, we got him in just under half the time. Actually, I think that Gyarados actually wasn't such a bad pick since it does have Bite, so it's super effective. All right, got the bonus challenge to the next Lugia. All right, I'm really gonna try and rush this. I might be able to get the Lugia there, and then the Arcanine. This is gonna be cutting it really close. The Arcanine might, like, I don't even think anybody's actually gonna be the Arcanine, so I'm gonna have to try and solo it. Actually, now that I'm looking at the map, I may skip out on that Lugia, because it's kind of in like a weird street. You know what? What am I gonna do? That Lugia raid might just be like a little bit too out of the way because it's kind of in like a dead-end street. So instead, I'm gonna take some time to go over there, and while I'm doing that, we can hit up this Magmar raid. No, I'm just kidding. We'll get that Articuno on the way. And while I'm heading over there, actually, I'm gonna grind up, don't worry, I didn't forget, guys, no, not the charge TM. I'm gonna grind up some of these 230 rare candies into Lugia candies. So we got 39 now. 78 Lugia, nope, sorry, 80 Lugia candy. All right, so I owe the Lugia 2 tiers of Stardust powering up, 2 Stardust tiers of powering up, 3 after this one. So there's not that many people here, but I hope that we're gonna end up with 20, I think I have to revive my Pokemon. So this might be the first legendary raid that I've done so far without 20 people. Looked like we have 17 people on the loading screen. All right, that took a little longer than I thought. Looked like it was slowing down there at the end. I don't know if that was because lag or just a lot of people may have died, but got the Articuno. I didn't see what CP it was. And that looks like that's gonna be an Articuno catch. All right, we've got Frost Breath, Ice Beam on that one. And there is the Lugia. All right, I'm pretty sure the Arcanine just popped up. I'm just guessing, I don't know. There it is, 32 minutes left on the Arcanine. That should be plenty of time. We're gonna get the Lugia right here. There's a crowd right over there in the park. All right, so we're going to the Lugia raid. We got a full 20, and then I gotta remember after this, I owe my Lugia 4 tiers of powering up. So it's at 4,500 now. Gotta go through 4,500, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. Gotta get it up to 8,000 Stardust after this. Then Arcanine. 1 fast TM, that's 20 fast TMs now. All right, so before I run off over there to do the Arcanine, oh, wait, actually, I'm gonna run off to do the Arcanine. There's not a whole lot of time left. I just wanna make sure that I can still get it. There's a dinosaur there. All right, so we made it to the Arcanine raid, and just in case you guys haven't figured out how serious I am about Arcanines, I walked right through that Articuno to get here. There's that Articuno over there, and then Lapras, Articuno, Articuno, Magikarp, Articuno, and I'm at the Arcanine. So, it took me a bit of time to get here, so this is a little bit risky. I am going into this Arcanine with no one else, and 6 minutes left, which means this is pretty much the only, oh wait, actually no, there's people here, never mind, this should be fine. Because if I was solo, this may be a bit of a gamble. It's recognizing my golems are doing lots of damage. Also, on the chance that this thing has wild charge, the golems will take it better than a water type will. All right, 4 people versus Arcanine should be easy peasy. I'm actually kind of surprised that there are actually people doing this Arcanine with only like 5 minutes left on it. wondering if because the game knew that the Arcanine had a wild charge, it automatically selected like my rock ground types that it would resist it. Because I know before I've done Arcanines, it automatically selected a water Pokemon. 7,000, huh. Damn, I was hoping for a good one, but this one actually isn't that great. Gonna actually have to try for a catch here. It's not a freebie. Well, it is when you throw like that. And 16, wait, what? Snarl. Well, we got our Chicago Arcanine, but it has Snarl Crunch. All right, here it is, the moment you've been waiting for, the thing that I keep forgetting to do after every raid battle. We're powering up the Lugia. I forgot it so many times. Let's just say we're gonna power the suit up to max, assuming I have enough Stardust to max out. I think I should. Ooh, here we go, 2972. And this one is the 3024. So looks like I won't have quite enough Stardust to get it all the way maxed out, but I do have enough rare candy to just keep it going for a little bit longer. Alright, so poured a little bit more candy into this guy, but it looks like we're not gonna get it quite there because of the Stardust. And looks like that's where we're going to end up for now. 3,408 CP Lugia with Extrasensory Future Sight. That is the best possible moveset you can get. Alright, last day in Chicago, and I realized that last night after I did like a bit of a live stream and I ordered and ate an entire deep dish pizza for myself, I kind of passed out from a food coma, so I forgot to do this at the end of the video last night. Our 96% perfect moveset Lugia requires just a little bit more powering up. So I think with the double Stardust, I finally got enough Stardust to get this guy. No. Wait, I can't see it. Hello? Wow, 34, 34. 34.59. 34.85. Oh, okay. Wait, this might not be the last one actually. 35.10. Damn it. Alright, so it's not completely maxed out. It just has one level left to go. But yeah, it sucked up all my Stardust. So 35.10 is my strongest Lugia, second highest Pokemon I have. There we go. Extrasensory Future Sight, 35.10 CP. Ah, come on. I mentioned this in the live stream last night, but just so that I have it like in a video, I wouldn't recommend powering up a Lugia. Out of all of the legendary birds that they could have possibly released, like the 5 that are currently in the game right now, or currently available to be put in the game right now, Lugia and Articuno are the 2 most defensive of all the birds, and you can't put them in gyms. So I really wouldn't recommend powering them up, since you can only use them for attack. Like this Espeon here with Confusion's Future Sight does way more damage than this Lugia will, even though it's like 800 CP higher. And you can get like Cloyster, Jinx, stuff like that will do way more ice type damage than an Articuno ever will. But yeah, I only realized that after I'd already started maxing them out. So too late to turn it back. I had to go all the way. So we got one more level. I'm going to get that once I farm a little bit more Stardust. But thanks to Trainer Tips for getting me started on that long journey to max out the Lugia. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.